Welcome to Mental Health Mini number 5, Milieu Therapy. Milieu Therapy is management of the environment. It's creating a therapeutic and recovery-oriented environment where patients can thrive in their healing. It enhances adaptive coping as well as social interactions and relationship skills. Milieu Therapy is assessing and manipulating social interactions, resources, the aesthetics of the environment, and the safety. It's based on the basic assumptions that individual health is recognized and promoted within the environment, that all interactions are opportunities for therapeutic intervention, that individuals are able to own their own environment, and that they're also able to own their behaviors. It looks at peer pressure as a potential useful tool. It deals with any inappropriate behaviors, and it avoids restriction and punishment. How can nurses support milieu therapy? Well, one, they can model behaviors. We talked about Albert Bandura's modeling theory in Mental Health Mini number 4, and this is one example where we can do it. If a patient's starting to get agitated, they can look to the nurse, see those therapeutic interactions, see the calm behaviors, and model that. Nurses can also monitor and correct any negative behaviors or interactions by the patients. They can promote positive social interactions. They can provide intellectual engagement. They can identify and correct any safety hazards, encourage the use of resources, and maintain a clean and appealing environment. And this maintaining a clean and appealing environment is a revolutionary concept that occurred with the Kirkbride Asylum system, which you can see on the left side of the screen. The middle picture is the floor plans for the asylum. And basically what it showed is that every unit was exposed to windows on almost all 4 sides. That meant that these units had a lot of sunlight and that they were also conducive to healing and allowing the patients to have that sunlight and aesthetic environments. You can see in the top picture how beautiful they were, and in the bottom picture, how thoughtful the environment was. They had chairs facing the window. They had fresh flowers on the tables every day. And the theory was that if patients were in an environment where they felt beautiful and they felt important, then they were more likely to take care of themselves and to act with importance. And that helped them to grow and develop. Examples of milieu therapy in the hospital is ways that we keep the patient safe. So here you can see a hospital room and a lobby within a psychiatric unit. This looks very different to your typical hospital room. You can see that the cabinets are open. You can see that the beds are box beds, and this is to prevent any attachment points for strangulation and things like that. All of the furniture is either very heavy or secured to the floor so that patients aren't able to pick it up and throw it or barricade themselves. In the picture of the lobby, you can see that the TV is within a glass case so that no cords are exposed, because those could be considered a safety hazard for the patient. So this is an example of how you just have to go into a unit and you have to make sure that it's clean, make sure that it's aesthetically pleasing, and make sure that it's a safe environment for the patients. Here's also some examples of milieu therapy and how you can practice this for yourselves. It's going to be really important that you practice milieu therapy in your own environment so that you can study and be a successful student as well. The picture on the left is a picture of a very cluttered study space. Looking at that, it may be difficult to sit down and to study. However, the space on the right is much more cleaner and much more appealing to sit down, to be able to focus. There's not as many distractions, but it's still got elements of self-care. It's got plants, it's aesthetically pleasing. There's some coffee there. You could put candles out. And by creating an environment that you feel calm, that you feel happy in, you're able to better reach that self-actualization as you study and prepare for your nursing courses. And that, in a nutshell, is milieu therapy.